Now at 6:30, we are tracking a crime alert near the UK campus. Someone stole a car after an overnight home invasion, and a fire at a Southern Kentucky home turns into a double homicide investigation. Details about the overnight fire that damaged a Lexington business.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning and welcome into you on this early Monday morning. I'm Rebecca Smith. Hope your day is off to a fabulous start. It's going to be a reasonably warm start to your work week, but take advantage of today because it could be a rather wet one later on in the week. Let's get the details now from Micah Harris in our First Alert Weather Center.
Yeah, it is one of those you just got to take advantage of. Hey, this weekend was really nice. Today is going to be pretty nice too, and we actually get warmer today as we span toward the afternoon, but unfortunately we head toward the next several days and it gets really rainy. Down toward the south of us, a few sprinkles here and there, and that's about it. Now, as we get off into, say, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that's when it starts to pick on up. Good news this morning, we don't have any temperatures close to 32 degrees. Frankfort is the closest at 36, and you can see all these little updates going on at 41 in Corbin. It goes for Richmond, Lexington looking good. They're around 40 degrees. We'll be around 53 this afternoon. It feels really good. Now, like I said, going off toward tonight and into tomorrow, that rain picks up, and it's a long stretch ahead and some heavy rain, too. When can you expect it to move in your neck of the woods? I'll show you that and how much you can expect in just about 10 minutes.
Thanks, Micah. New this morning, we are tracking a crime alert near the UK campus. The victims said they were sleeping when someone broke into their Lexington Avenue home. WKYT's Sean Moody is tracking this crime alert live near the scene.
Good morning, Rebecca. This is an area that's really popular with UK students. It's just a couple of blocks from campus, a lot of apartments here in the area. Now we're working to gather more details about what this person looks like, a description, and the description of the vehicle police say that person stole. Lexington police say this happened around 3:30 this morning at an apartment along Lexington Avenue. They say the three people who live inside woke up when they heard a loud noise. When they went to take a look, police said they saw a person who took their TV and the keys to one of their cars. Police said the person stole that car, a green 2011 Toyota RAV4. Now, police didn't have much of a description of this person last time we spoke with them. All they had at that point was that the person was about 6 feet 4 inches tall and thin. We're trying to get a more detailed description of the person. We're also trying to get a more detailed description of the car police say that person stole. Live in Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
New this morning, a driver's on the run after a serious crash injured a passenger. It was around 4 this morning when a car slammed into the bridge on Old Todd's Road near Palumbo Drive. Lexington police say the driver did not stick around. The passenger was taken to the hospital to be checked out. Also new this morning, a Lexington business has some cleaning up to do after an overnight fire. This one started around 2 this morning at Interflex Plastics on Brentwood Court off Nandino Boulevard. Firefighters say plastic baskets were on fire inside that business. The sprinkler system put out most of the fire, but there is some smoke and water damage issues inside they'll have to contend with. A house fire in Southern Kentucky has turned into a double homicide investigation. Firefighters were called out to the Laurel County home yesterday on Slate Ridge Road. They found 2 bodies inside, those victims identified as Donnie and Sharon Jackson. The sheriff's office says both victims were shot to death before the fire was started.
They said flames were coming out of the attic. They quickly extinguished those, and which is good for us because we have a crime scene that we can process now.
No arrests have been made. The sheriff's office says the victim's grandson lived with them. They say he came home to find the house on fire. New this morning, a Lexington murder suspect is accused of attacking 2 officers in jail. The Fayette County Detention Center says Corey Etherington pulled one officer's hair and scratched another female officer across the neck. Etherington's accused of killing 87-year-old John Tully last summer. Police say he beat the victim to death with a hammer on Appian Way. This morning, police need your help finding the man accused of shooting a Lexington 9-year-old in the neck. The boy is now fighting for his life this morning. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is live at UK Hospital with a look at who police are searching for now.
Good morning, Rebecca. The search continues for that man police believe is responsible for the shooting that sent the 9-year-old here to Kentucky Children's Hospital with what we are told are life-threatening injuries. Lexington police say just before 6 o'clock Saturday evening, the boy and his family were in their car on Hollow Creek Road just down from their apartment, about to turn onto Russell Cave Road when the shooter fired through their back window, hitting the little boy in the neck. Police released a composite sketch of the man wanted for the shooting. He is described as a Hispanic man between 19 and 25 years old with brown hair and brown eyes. Investigators believe he's driving a white 2000 to 2003 model four-door Nissan Maxima with dark tinted windows. Now, once the sketch was released, friends and neighbors spent Sunday evening showing folks in the area the suspect's description.
The faster we catch this dude, the faster we get to know why he did it, what was going through his mind when he decided to shoot a car full of kids.
Now, that family friend tells us the little boy had surgery yesterday and is expected to spend the next several days here at Kentucky Children's Hospital. Anyone with information about this man, or maybe if you have seen that white Nissan Maxima, you are asked to contact Lexington Police. Live in Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Well, no arrests have been made after a man in Pulaski County tied up employees during a robbery. The sheriff's office says the man had a knife when he held up two women working at the Dollar General on Highway 90 near Burnside. The women were able to free themselves and call police. They do not have a good description at this point of the suspect. Former University of Louisville basketball player Chris Jones is due in court today. Jones pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of rape and sodomy. He's on house arrest. The alleged sexual assaults happened at an apartment complex last month. 2 others have also been charged in the case. All 3 suspects are expected to be in court today for a preliminary hearing. A houseboat that broke loose has made it to the Ohio River. The Coast Guard is monitoring the boat as it floats downriver. It broke loose last week in Boonesboro and has traveled as far as 200 miles away, almost. The Herald Leader reports that the owner has hired a salvage company to retrieve the boat. Business owners in Pike County cleaning up after flooding caused thousands of dollars in damage. Flooding from the Big Sandy River seeped into the Mountain Music Exchange over the weekend. The river has reached the flood stage. It's expected to quickly fall.
He has 15 years of his life in there, 15 years of musical life, you know, amps and organs and, you know, cabinets that is just, you can't replace those memories.
Owners are working now to clean out the studio to see if they can salvage any of the equipment. Well, Fayette County Schools is still searching for a new superintendent, and they want to hear from you. There will be 6 public forums this week starting today. Tonight's forum starts at 6:30 at Central Office on Main Street. There will be 2 forums tomorrow, one at 11:30 at the Masterson Station Clubhouse and one at 6 o'clock at Sandersville Elementary. We have a link to the other forums this week on WKYT.com. It's an amazing story of survival out of Utah. An 18-month-old baby survived a car crash that killed the little girl's mother. The child survived up to 12 hours strapped in her car seat. Brian Webb has the story.
A fisherman first spotted the car upside down in the frigid waters of the Spanish Fork River.
The witness said that there was an arm that he could see inside the vehicle.
When police and firefighters arrived, they jumped into the icy water. Crews found a young mother dead in the driver's seat and then quickly spotted a baby girl upside down, strapped in a car seat in the back. They quickly flipped the car over.
Grabbed the baby in my arm, raised its head up out of the water as I tried to release the seatbelt.
Police say 25-year-old Lynn Grossbeck was on her way home from her parents' house Friday night when her car ran up this cement barrier, launching the car into the river below. According to investigators, the impact likely killed Lynn, but her 18-month-old Lily survived all alone for more than 12 hours.
The car seat could have possibly been out of the water.
7 members of the river rescue team had to be treated for hypothermia. Baby Lily was flown to a hospital in Salt Lake City. Jill Sanderson spoke by phone about her sister Lynn.
She was just a very compassionate and caring person. She loved Lily with all her heart.
Family members say Lynn was enrolled at Provo College with hopes of becoming a medical assistant. Brian Webb for CBS News, New York.
Well, overnight, the hospital upgraded Lily to fair condition. California firefighters were able to help one of man's best friends. Spike, a Rhodesian Ridgeback, got stuck between 2 storage containers on an elementary school playground. Spike Spice owner says he ran around behind the metal storage containers while playing with some kids and got stuck when he tried to come out the front. It's like a interesting little rescue there. Glad that pup is okay. Well, the Kentucky Wildcats enter SEC tournament play with an undefeated regular season behind them. The Cats knocked off Florida on Saturday at Rupp Arena to improve to 31-0. Kentucky has the double bye in the upcoming SEC tournament and will hit the court Friday afternoon at 1 in Nashville against the winner of the 8-9 matchup, which could very likely be yet another meeting with the Gators. All SEC tournament games will be on the SEC network. 6:41 is the time. Let's get a check of traffic to see how things are moving this morning. Hope your Monday is going great right now. And let's check in with Officer Don. Hello.
Hey, good morning. Well, at least there are no wrecks to deal with at this moment. We just had another look at Harrodsburg Road, starting to pick up a little bit, approaching the crossover, but not a big deal yet. On Nicholasville Road, just a slight delay. Maybe a couple of clicks of the light past Man o' War so far is what we're seeing. As we get a live look outside, we'll show you what's happening, what you can expect inbound this morning on South Broadway. That's South Broadway and High Street traffic heading toward downtown. On our Waze map, looking good on the interstate and the circle. Not seeing any major issues approaching Versailles Road. Also on the inner and outer loops to the construction zone. That's going to be the heaviest spot at the moment between Leestown and Old Frankfort Pike. Now back to you in the studio.
All right, thanks, Don. More news from WKYT this morning is on the way. A couple comes up with a unique way to get their message out, what they're hoping to get from their collaboration with a rapper.
We have very mild temperatures, and with those mild temperatures comes some pretty wet weather. We're looking at 1 to 3 inches for most, maybe even 4 inches when it's all said and done with this work week. I'll show you all that in further detail coming up.